This is the part that I dislike. Not too bad. I do have, I don't know if some of you know about D-Brand. I have one of their cases on this, that's why. This is like a different style case. Ooh. Yeah, you can see it's the PS2 Spider-Man Venom case. Forget how to get this part off. There's a way for me to. You can hear it kind of clicking to get off, but it's just not coming off. There we go. That definitely needs to get cleaned. Surprisingly, it came off very easy this time around. Do need is my not sponsored, but hey, if you want to sponsor me. Screw for it though too. That's the problem. Bit X. Just small X though. That was actually too big. That's what she said. Haha. Cool. Actually, I don't think I have one that's small enough for this. In this kit, at least. These are Phillips. The only hex ones I have, that was the smallest hex one I have, actually. Yeah. Alright, guess we're gonna do this manually. I have some tools for that, so it's fine. Just prefer not to, but nice little toolkit. Get things done. I actually might have what I used last on it for the PlayStation. I sure do. Thank you for joining. Just doing my monthly cleaning. Oh, almost forgot. Take this off. Put that to the side for now. Thank you for joining. Just cleaning up my PlayStation. Talking in the meantime if y'all wanna speak about the movie. Literally just came from the theater, so unfortunately I was trying to plan to get this done earlier, but you know how things go. Thank you for joining. For those who don't do this, you got to do it monthly. Come on. It's very important. Don't be scared. Just look up a nice little video too. I think I got everything done on that. See? Not too shabby when you end up cleaning it monthly. Let me get a nice little. Now, normally I do cotton swabs and all that stuff, but since it's relatively clean this time around. I'm not gonna delve too far into that this time. I really only wanted to kind of just do a quick little video in case people didn't really know how to do it, or if they just want to chill and talk about the movie, like I said. Um, I will be blasting this with my air gun, um, so I will mute when that time comes in a bit. I don't really feel like it needs anything crazy on this side either, but probably just dust off the top portion. It's relatively clean. It's just the vents on the outside that are pretty dusty, but that's kind of why they're there anyways. And for those that joined a little late, yeah, you can see it right there. In the meantime, feel free to talk about the movie. Like I said, if you guys are just joining, or if you know, if you saw the movie today, uh, it's basically just the books from when we were, younger, reading about them and everything. Not to discredit it, very good. I thought it was great. Um, Definitely cool to see it in action instead of obviously reading it. I don't really know if there's been live action adaptations, but what do I know, right? Thank you for joining. The cool thing is too, if you're a Percy Jackson fan, they actually go over all the stuff that he did in the movies. Well, minus the invasion of Troy and all that stuff, but in Percy Jackson, they actually do go over um, the trials that he went through coming back home. Except that in the Percy Jackson show, they did the opposite. He was leaving; they were going through too, I guess, if you will. Um, Thank you for joining too, by the way, for everybody who just joined, just cleaning and talking. Um, I'm not doing a crazy clean on this. It's very clean already, but but yeah. So I thought the movie was very good. Um, if y'all want to talk about it, if y'all want to make any comments, obviously, please feel free to make a comment in the chat. I will try and answer whatever I can if there is a question about it or something you want to just discuss if you saw the movie. Um, I will say, I mean, if you know, were younger going through, thank you for joining, thank you for joining. You're younger going through like middle school, high school, and you read this stuff. It's literally just that. It's not, like I said earlier, I don't want to try and discredit any of the work that was done by the actors, directors, all that stuff, but it's literally just a live adaptation of the story that we've all read prior. So thank you for joining. Um, Nothing major, crazy. I think it was just very good to get a thank you for joining, live adaptation of the movie. Um, the only other live thing, like I said just a few seconds ago or a few minutes ago, was the Percy Jackson stuff. I guess that's like the closest related thing that you probably seen or will have seen about it. Um, yeah, yeah, thought it was very good. I think the emotion and story behind the whole story was actually very good. I thought it was captured pretty well in the film. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I think that they did a good job with that in terms of capturing the feeling of mm, what Odysseus was trying to kind of get at in terms of how he felt, if you will, like the woes of their um, unspeakable actions that they performed. Um, I don't necessarily remember. Thank you for joining. A lot of that when I was a kid. I could really not tell you. I knew the story and how it went. I didn't necessarily know, you know, exact details or remember what it was about, especially going through the movie. Um, I knew of like, the Trojan horse and everything like that, though I did not know, thank you for joining, that Odysseus was actually the one that orchestrated the Trojan horse. I don't remember that specifically, but cool to, see that in live action. Thank you for joining. I will be muting myself for a second, so if anybody wants to chime in or say anything, please feel free. I just want to blast this PlayStation really quick with some air, get all the dust out, and I'm going to start forming it back up shortly after that. But yeah, any comments, please feel free. If anyone has seen it, please let me know what you thought about the movie or, any general comments that you have about it. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, thank you. We'll say if you don't have one of these, definitely get it. Better than canned air. I also have one of those too. These things suck. They suck so much. If you spray it for too long, thank you for joining again. It causes a liquid and then it freezes up the can. You can't use it for too long. This, you just need to charge it for a certain amount of time and then you just endless. So, and honestly, way more powerful than the canned air. Not even gonna lie. All right, I think. Thank you for joining. I think that's pretty much all I had to do. You know what? I'm actually gonna blast this fan really quick with some air. I know I just cleaned it off, but just in case. Um, Thank you guys for joining as well. I was just kind of giving some general pointers about the movie and things that I thought about. If there's anything that you guys have seen, if you just came from the movie, I literally just came from the 8 o'clock show, so thought it was really good. By the way, 3 hours, 3 hours, not even a joke. It says it in the card. What was it? The movie card that's going to be like 3 hours. Didn't actually think there was going to be a full on 3 hours, and it was 3 hours on the dot. So take that as you will. I thought it was still great either way. Yeah, I mean, just brush up on the story of Odysseus, if you will. Honestly, you don't even need to. I mean, it's a combination of couple of stories, Odysseus itself, and then there's I saw a TikTok about it. There's like two stories that are intertwined with it. The war with Troy, and then ah, I can't even remember the second one, but there was a second one that they said. Shout out to that TikTok though, because it just reminded me of the history of what I needed to know about. And when I went into the movie, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. So I would recommend, just if you could. Thank you for joining. Just kind of brushing up on it. That's really all you need. You don't need to fully read onto the story. Just spark notes it. You don't really need to go into full detail about the movie unless you really feel like you need to. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, I thought it was a very good movie though. They did a very good job. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. For those who are just joining, I was saying earlier, I really think that the movie did a very good job of capturing the emotions. Um, I Yeah, I mean, I read the story. I knew about the story way back when I was in middle school, high school, and stuff. But seeing it in live action definitely feels like you get can capture a more emotional aspect of it. It's just different. And I was saying it's basically, well, if you saw the more recent Percy Jackson season, it's literally just that. Well, not that. Sorry, excuse me. I shouldn't say it. It's parts of that more recent. Percy Jackson. Oh, excuse me, Percy Jackson. Season is just reverse of what Odysseus did. So yeah. Just give me 1 second. I gotta mute myself so I can clean this fan really quick. All right, we're back in business. So, um, yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie yet. I know it literally just came out, but if you have anything that you'd like to add about the movie that you thought was good, bad, um, I'm here to listen, here to talk about it. Clearly, uh, just make sure. I always like to make sure that this is plugged in properly. I know that it was, but always make sure you're doing this monthly. Thank you for joining. Always make sure you're doing this monthly, please. It's very important that you clean your PlayStation. Y'all think it's a joke. It is not a joke. Thank you for joining. Once this thing overheats, it starts causing you problems. Don't say I didn't warn you. I didn't clean this part of the little vent thingamabob. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I don't really have any notes about the movie that was bad. I thought it was very thoroughly explained about his story and what happened. I will say the whole kind of they kind of do a back and forth type of thing. Like I don't want to say like a lot of movies do, but I would say a lot of modern movies do, where they do like a oh, this is what happened in this time frame, and then it jumps to this time frame, and then it jumps to this time frame to show what happened at that time frame, and then you know, I don't really like that, but um, I thought it was pretty well captured in this movie to a point that I didn't feel as though I was too lost with it. Um, I just don't necessarily like when movies do that a lot. It's I don't know. It's just something I don't really like or enjoy as much per se. I think I was supposed to put this screw on first before I do this. Let's see. Can I get? Also, the cast was great for this movie. A lot of unexpected cast members. I won't lie. Um, Obviously, I knew about big roles. Some I didn't. I think Matt Damon is a fantastic actor. Um, he did a great job in his role. Tom Holland did a great job too. Thank you for joining. Um, Hathaway, very good at her role as well. I would say I don't. My fiance was telling me that people were kind of shitting on Tom's performance. I don't really see why, or they were having problems with his performance. The story's not about Tom's character. I think. I mean, I know most people know that. Kind of just want to make that clear. The story's not about him. It's he is a very damn. I just realized I put this. I always do this. I put the fan on without the cover. Um, I I I just want to say, like the story isn't about him. It's yes, it's directly affecting him at the end of everything, but he is. Oh, damn, I didn't realize that I broke this a while back. I guess. When did I write that? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Thank you for joining. Um, but yeah, the story is not about Tom Holland's character. It's about his father. So, and the big points that I also made were like, she said something about like people were talking about how he was acting in terms of being like a kid or like a 16-year-old. But the thing is like he is in the movie. He is. I don't think that they did a bad job portraying that. It's he is a kid in his mother's eyes, and a lot of the other people that are involved in the movie, like the suitors and whoever ends up talking with him or interacting with him, they see him as a kid. They don't see him as a man. Um, so that's something that a kind of a the aspect of his character. I think he captured well because the thing is you got to think he's not knowledgeable in a lot of different things. He's not aware of how to act as like a man per se because his mother has basically been sheltering him this entire time. And the only person that's been training him to be a man per se is his father's trainer, or well, not trainer, but sidekick, mentor, whatever you want to call it. And he, and then doesn't really treat him as much as a man. He's also training him because he knows that he's a kid still. So it's hard to really sit there and say his character needed to be an X way instead, but his character is supposed to be a kid at the end of the day, and I think that was portrayed in how he acted. Um, Kid that doesn't know what to do. Thanks for joining. All right, good. Make sure you guys do this monthly cleaning. I said it before. I will say it again. Make sure you are cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. You need to make sure you clean your console. No, y'all might be afraid to do it. Do not be afraid to do it. It is probably one of the most beneficial things you could do. Most of the time when y'all getting that overheating or something going on with your PlayStation, it sounds crazy. The fan sounds like a refrigerator or what have you. It's quite literally just because you didn't clean it. And yes, you guys are getting a lesson from me. Let me put this down for a second. Yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants to talk about the movie at all, I kind of already said a lot of my 2, 3, and 4, 5 cents. Again, it's not really much that I can really speak on, other than the fact that like it is a story that's been talked about and done before in various different ways, and you know, can't really speak much on it in terms of aside from maybe like the acting. But even then, so I just said like most of the acting is totally fine. I don't find any problem with it whatsoever. I do have to. Oh, what was it? This I think is the one. Sorry, I have to mute myself every so often. I don't want to blow your guys' eardrums out when I'm doing that air thing. I don't know if this is the right one. That should be the right one. Yeah, but this one fits perfectly to this one, so I don't know. Wait, I take that back. Not so perfectly. Okay, so this is the other side. This one is the right one then. Or not? I don't know. Hold on. Yes, there we go. Done. Should have dried. Outside didn't, but that's fine. I'm more worried about the inside not drying. There we go. Alright, almost there. I will be ending this stream in a second once I'm done doing this. I'll be restarting. Stream some Black Flag. At least before I go to bed. I'm not trying to stay up too late tonight, unfortunately. I've been staying up a little too late the past couple nights. It's been catching up to me, unfortunately. But, you know, that's what I get for just wanting to play Black Flag and other games too. I mean, I've been mainly just focusing on Black Flag, but I'll see what my friends are up to. Maybe I'll stream some Black Ops. Who knows? All dependent upon who is available to play. Right. You saw that. It was close. Alright, I believe that is all I needed to do. I cleaned up my desk space. So you all should be good to see me play in a couple minutes. I want to say seconds because I still got to set it up a little bit more. This is a rare view that you guys got too of my desk space here. This is just one of my two desk space here. I got this space here, and I got my keyboard right here. And then the other side, I have that's an L-shaped desk, so it's nice. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to do is just chat about the movie and stream my cleaning. I will be ending this and starting up a new stream in a couple minutes to play whatever. So I will see you all in a few. Thank you for those who joined and listened to me rant about the movie as well as watch me clean. Reminder, gentle, aggressive, whatever you want to take. Clean your PlayStation. Clean it monthly. Don't skip it. And thank you all for joining.